Hi, how are you?
I'm all right. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. So formal. Good afternoon. That's nice. That's nice. You're well behaved. It's so nice talking to you. I feel like whenever I talk to you, there's just this comic relief. I don't know why. It's not as if you're a comedian. Sometimes you may even be saying the most serious thing ever. But I don't know. I just end up laughing because with you, people always, I don't know, there's this thing about you that people always, Kaka is this, Kaka is that. But you'd be like, let me tell them. If I should tell them my mind, nobody can stand me, all that kind of thing. I'm like, and I just start laughing because I know you're not that kind of person. At that moment, you're just you're just being annoyed. And maybe your temper is getting the worst of you at that moment. And I'll just be laughing. Seriously, have you ever thought of doing comedy?
Well, doing comedy, I've thought about it, sure. There was a time I had, we were talking about something like that, but time is the issue, sure, but we'll still do it now. It's not a big deal.
So I want to ask you, of all the things happening now, like in the world generally, what are you most thankful for?
What I'm most thankful, well, of all the things happening, I'm thankful for life and good health and able to survive. Our economy is bad and things are not going the way it should be. Students are at home. People that are meant to have graduated to actually help their parents and sorting out one or two for the family are home eating the food of the parents. And thank God we are cool. I'm healthy and I'm healthy as well. So I'm very grateful for life and good health.
That's nice. I think that's what everybody should be grateful for, the fact that there is life. Good health too is another bonus to it. But if all these things are happening, I want to know what motivates you. Like, do you just get up every day and be like, oh, today is another day, or you find yourself grinding? Because I know most times I call you, you're not always steady. Today you're in this city, tomorrow you're in the next. So I want to know what really motivates you.
I say, actually, first is that I actually enjoy the fact that I wake up in the morning, I tell myself, yeah, I am better than yesterday. And I have to keep pushing because I will give up 9 for cup normally. So the point is, it's actually all about telling yourself that, okay, in life, you're not here to compete with anyone. You're in competition with yourself. Yeah, in as much as you want to do what other people are doing, you want to actually make much money like they make, and then you're not coming to do them. You shouldn't get tired. You shouldn't deter yourself or feel like, oh, I'm tired of this whole thing. Like, what's the end point? Like, I'm trying so hard. Yeah, and you've hustled different businesses, trying to make ends meet. Then you're not getting all your the results you actually want. I can't give up. So I get motivated the fact that I keep pushing, and because I can't give up. That's the major thing. So if you don't think of giving up, you keep moving.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you, what's your favorite way to relax? Like when you keep all this, you're grinding and pushing, but you know, be firewood. So there should be a way you like cool off or just have a way of sending away all that stress, that negative energy. What's your favorite thing to do when you try to relax?
Okay, well, if I want to relax, I relax more when I'm with my guys or my friends, just with them, laugh, catch crews, talk about stuff, crack jokes, um, get enough to have time to watch movie as well, maybe play games as well, and then talk to someone. And especially when you talk to someone that you actually know that, okay, anytime you talk to this person, even if you're trying to pour anything out, the person is calm to actually tell you, okay, this is how to go about it. So I really believe in communication. So I think I relax more when I am with my friends. Communication is the best way for me to relax. Because if I'm able to see my mind how it is to someone and the person makes an opinion, because I listen to opinions and I listen to people. So when I listen and I pick the good points, because it's not everything someone says is the right thing. So you just pick the ones you believe in your mind that is the right thing and do them. So it helps me to relax a whole lot. And that's why sometimes I'll bump up calling anybody and just like, hey, what's up? We just talk for a long while and just ease off the whole stress and relax. So I watch movie as well, but my movie is just all these short movies, not seasonal because I don't think I have that time for seasonal. I just feel communication helps me to relax, basically.
Okay. You mentioned something about listening to people's opinions. How do you treat people's opinions about you? Because I know you ran for politics very well. You're a political person. And with such publicity, there tend to be negative and positive opinions about you. So how do you deal with those negative opinions? And how do you ever try to convince maybe someone who has had an opinion, especially a negative opinion about you?
Well, first is as someone having a negative opinion and I don't know of it. It's just like someone that is carrying something in mind and now letting me know I'm not God. I wouldn't even know what you have in your mind. You get and well, when I hear people say things about me, I tend to laugh because I always tell myself, man, this is you, and you just have to do what you have to do. And for the fact that you know that what you're doing makes you comfortable, because I always say, do to others what you want them to do to you. And if you're fighting me, for instance, and I know that this thing you're fighting with me, basically something you could actually come, sit down and tell me, hey, see, what's up, man? Look at it this way. I will discuss with you. I don't have issues with the fact that you come to talk with me, or you have a bad opinion, or you heard something about me, and you come to me and say, hey, see what I heard from about you. And I'll be like, I beg, get out to this. No, I will always try to clear you. But if you have a negative thought about someone and you're not letting the person know, and you're keeping it to yourself, and then you expect the person to know, of course, it doesn't bother me because that's your opinion. My own opinion is that I know that, okay, I'm a man not without flaws. I have my own flaws. I have my own issues. But then I tend to actually balance my own lifestyle with people's own. You have to adjust in order to accommodate people. So when people act irrationally, I feel very tired about it. If you get to actually allow people negative thoughts about you, get to you, you're not going to do much. You're going to get depressed. You're going to get sad. You're going to get tired. But when you do your thing and you know, okay, I'm doing this for me. I am not trying to actually impress anyone. I'm impressing the fact that, okay, what I'm doing is right, or what I feel I'm doing is correct. I'm cool. So whatever opinion you have about me, for the fact that you've not asked me that, and maybe I've not had that discussion with you, it's your opinion. It's just like then when I was president and people were complaining about the whole election thing, I was laughing. And funny enough, I never met anyone. Like nobody in School of Pharmacy would say I actually met the person. You see the person you're going to vote for. But people are saying I was doing this. I was just laughing because it's your opinion. You're free. But people who knows me knows that even you, I never actually come to you and say, look at the person you're going to vote. Do you get? So it's just you do your thing because I believe we're all adults. So I can't be telling you what to do. So if you know the right thing you should do, just do it. For me, I don't have a problem with that. I feel it's actually more like what people think is what they think. You can't change somebody's mindset unless the person comes to speak. If the person does not speak up, so cool. That's everything will just be like that.
You're truly a character to like even criticize. Like you even have a lot of things like you just don't even want people to like get in your space. You do your own thing, however it's going to be. The highest thing they can do is just talk, and that's just the worst it can be. What's the one thing you can't tolerate in a person?
One thing I don't tolerate is someone not being sincere. Like I like it when you tell me how it is. Because if I want to fight for you, for instance, I'll tell you, please, I hope the information you're giving me are right. I don't want along the line your informations are wrong. If you know these things, because if you come to tell me that this person did this, this person did that, I'll tell you it's fine. I'm not going to argue with you. I'll keep that information in mind. Even when I see the person, I still talk with the person. It's not my business. It's only when the person is acting, maybe this time, for instance, someone said, oh, this person is a thief, and suddenly the person comes to your place and something is missing. You'll be like, okay, they're trying to connect these dots. But basically, me, I like people that are honest. If you're lying or you're trying to lie about something or trying to make up conspiracies to actually make someone feel bad of himself or feel somehow, that's one thing I don't like. I don't like that part of life when you lie about people or lie about anything. It's just you complain. If you can't do this at the moment, you can actually tell the person, okay, look at me. I really wanted to do this, but then look at the situations. I can't really handle this. It's better. Like if everybody is honest to each other, you can actually know when to actually help and when to actually stop. Do you get? But people tend to actually lie about a whole lot of things. And when you lie, if you're lying about someone, that person's name is being dragged to the mud, and you yourself that is doing the information. Because if you're telling me that this person is this person is that, same way you're going to go and meet another person and tell the person that I am this, I am that. So I don't really stay cool with the whole gossip thing. I feel, okay, this is what I know. Like if you call me tomorrow and say, hey, Kaka, you said this, I'll tell you, yes, I said this. can he deny or can she deny? Do you understand? But when people go behind the back to come and lie or say, I hate the lying part. And from lying, you start having conspiracies, start having a lot of backbiting and all. But if you're plain, just say the way it is. It's not a big deal.
As you are now with your personality, do you consider yourself an introvert or an extrovert?
Well, anytime I am around people, I vibe with them. So practically, I am not going to say I'm an introvert. I'm an extrovert.
So
Okay.
what are your 3 favorite food? Like if you could eat only 3 things for the rest of your life, what would those 3 things be?
Well, I don't joke with my beans and plantain basically. And I love swallow, like good soup. Any kind of soup, but it's good. I'm good. I enjoy fruits and vegetable, yeah.
Would you say becoming Pants president Unizik was one of your greatest joys?
The truth is that the reason why I came to Unizik basically was because I want to avoid politics. Because in my days in UNN, I played politics. And then I found out that, okay, I'm coming to do a serious course, something I want to do. So I should be more serious than I was then. And I noticed that politics take a whole lot of my time. Yeah, it actually affected me here too, because when I was 0S, I have to keep some academic activity aside because I want to do like I said, I like doing what I want to do. I want to do it in a good way. Unless if it pisses me off, I'll just allow it. Anyhow it goes. It goes up, it's not my problem. It doesn't even concern me. It's a problem. You can say it's me. It's not. I won't even get bothered because it's you that is going to suffer it. Does not concern me. So I feel coming to School of Pharmacy, I never wanted to be past president because even in my second year, at the time some group of people met me. Those they're in 400. Yeah, they were saying I should contest for House of Rep, and I was like, I just came to Agula. I've not stayed up to 3 weeks then, and you're already saying I should. I think that was when they had issue of cost rep thing, changing of cost rep and all. So when I was saying that that's not how things have been done and all. So some people were like, I told them no, I'm not interested. And you know, if you remember in our 300 level, it was someone in our class that actually said, I'm going to represent a class of the TOS. And oh, I think Trivik was the one that brought me in front of the class. I saying that I must do it. I said, maybe to say I must do it is a problem. The basic thing is, if I'm going to do it, are you guys going to join Energy? Yeah, thank God some of them joined Energy and we did it. When I became the president, yeah, of course, I ripped some persons what they wanted to be. Yeah, but I wasn't apologetic about it because basically, like, I felt bad for what happened to one of us just because of politics. And I was wondering, like, was this thing worth it? And basically, I actually contested for past president, not because it has been my thing, like I wanted to be past president when I came to that place. I contested for it because I wanted to actually prove someone, like, in a very wrong way, like, let the person know that, okay, these things are not meant to be happening this way. It is not worth it. The whole fight and all, it wasn't worth it. It was meant to be a thing of happiness. If you win, we work together. If I win, you work together, not trying to make someone feel demoralized or anything. So my greatest achievement in pharmacy school is actually being through the pharmacy school on my own. I appreciate my parents. Yeah, it was a tough decision to make because as a boy, my mom, like, when I got the admission, I was like, don't worry. I think I'm going to handle myself. And at least they gave me their blessings. That's enough. Even if I didn't want to ask them for anything, but their blessings was enough for me because we've seen a whole lot here. And also my friends, people that have reached out to me, one of my good friends who has always been there to actually help out Honorable Issue Clinton is my good friend right from school. So I help a whole lot of persons that have impacted in me one way or the other. Pharmacist Mofunaya Kelechi is one of the persons that inspired me to actually do a second degree because he did my course and he came back to UNN to do a second degree. And then when I met him, that was in my 100 level in UNN. I met him when I was reading at NSLT somewhere in UNN. And I greeted him. We started talking. He was saying he's in Farm 200 level then. I was like, wow, that's cool. So he asked me my department. I told him, I said, okay, he did the same department and he changed to pharmacy after graduation. So I was like, okay, so this is even better because then in UNN, if you're changing from my department, to pharmacy, you're going to repeat your 100 level. So basically, I did my calculations. I was like, okay, I'm going to spend 8 years getting my double degree, and someone's going to spend 6 years getting 1 degree. So it's better I just finish this course and then go and do pharmacy. So it was more like the motivation behind the whole thing. I appreciate him, and he has been there. In fact, I think last 2 weeks I was with him too when I went to a program at a PSM program. So those are people that have inspired me. I have my friends, Oka for non so, and my classmates. Wow, I have wonderful people among them. You are one of the people I talk to when I feel like I need to talk to someone that will be very reasonable with me. Yeah, I appreciate you for that. And my achievement in pharmacy school is just being through the pharmacy school. That's my greatest achievement. Like it wasn't an easy task, but I thank God that I'm almost at the verge of the finish. Whether ASU is doing whatever they want to do, it's not my problem. Anytime they are ready, we take our license. And one thing I pray is that God will protect all of us that are in final years and the ones, our junior ones, so that they have good health and God's protection. Yes, people will tell you, how much are you paying pharmacists? I'm not interested in what they're paying pharmacists. I just know that I want to actually achieve this. I want to actually achieve this, and I'm thank God I'm at the verge of getting it. So I appreciate pharmacy school.
Shout out to all you people you mentioned that motivated you, by the way. Shout out to all of them. I give them a big salute because I personally, I know what it means to have someone motivate you. I know what it means to have someone, encourage you to do things. I can tell you that the feeling that of having someone, just believing in you alone, it's super, super encouraging, and it lifts up someone's spirit. So shout out to all your, would I call them motivators or inspirators? Shout out to all of them.
My friends, my family.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal. They are really doing something that they don't even know that it's yielding fruits one way or the other. Because look at it. Look at the way you're mentioning them. It doesn't seem as if you're going to even forget them tomorrow.
No, not at all.
So it's really good.
My siblings. I forgot to call my siblings. Those ones. Okay. Those ones are my vibe kings and queen. I have just 2 brothers and 1 sister. They have been helpful. And when they reach out, they'll be like, hey, bro, what's up now? It has been fun having them as my family. And in my next thought, I want to have them too.
Well, God listens. That's one thing I can tell you. He listens, so who knows? All right, Kaka, thank you so much. I know I didn't make this easy for you. You're not someone who loves to sit down and chit-chat like that, but you just found the time to come up and said, okay, because it's you, I'm going to be doing this for you. And I'm truly, truly grateful. So thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, I have something to say about our profession.
Okay, please do.
My message to our pharmacists, but the pharmacy students, I think our profession, we actually lack what you call love in our profession. Our profession is a wonderful profession, but then we lack that love which brings unity. If you watch the medical parts, some of the medical courses, find out that these persons are actually doing their parts. They actually unite. If a medical doctor has an issue now, all medical doctors put hands on deck. Even when he commits something very grievous, they all have to come into an inner chamber and settle their matter and still come public and have their respect. I think we in pharmacy, we are always there to attack one another, which is not right. I feel we should learn to actually put love. Yes, this person fucked up. Yeah, there's always a way to actually caution people. There's always a way to actually do it in a better way. A public display of on someone or trying to actually make the person feel less of himself, it's not really necessary in our profession, because when you're teaching someone with love, the person tends to love you more. Like, for instance, our lecturer, Mbago, from Son Mbago, he teaches us with love, and we all want to listen to his class. Even when you are home and you hear that Son Mbago is coming to class, you want to be in PCO class because you're going to learn. So the basic thing is that love. If we can actually have love in our profession, trust me, we're going to fight whatever challenge we're having as a profession. Because out there, after school, some of the pharmacists and the clinical pharmacists are joining some other health workers. Like they formed a group called JLC, and I was like, that's not nice, because we are actually standing as a one faculty, and then we should stand as a one faculty even out there, because there's no point joining with anyone. We should fight for our own cause. I would also incorporate our technicians too, because if we're going on a strike, they can use our technicians. So if we're combining the effort with them, making them not feel less on themselves, we are all professionals, yes, and in as much as we are the higher part of it, we should incorporate them in whatever we do. Because if in the hospital and a pharmacist goes on strike, a technician is there to dispense that drug with or without you, because it's actually in what they read. So But if we're incorporating them, whatever we're doing, if we're going on strike, they're going on strike with us, and we find out that we're all fighting for a common goal. They are more like, it's just like someone that is building a house. They have the engineer and the laborers. The laborers are more like the technicians. So if you don't incorporate them, they can actually be building when you're going on strike. So that's basically what I mean. So I think we should have love in our profession. We reach out to ourselves, and if someone does something that is not nice, we always have a way to actually caution. The whole public attack, the whole trying to ridicule someone or make someone feel less of themselves is actually not necessary. Yes, I think it is time we actually have to put in efforts and interest for everybody, not just that personal interest. That's when we have to start getting involved. But if we keep playing the cards of it's only when there's PSN election or this one or that one, that's when we want to push, we're not going anywhere, because our fight is always basically internally. Let's keep our internal fights aside. Let's go and fight externally by getting things done for the association and for the profession. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. I hope this message meets the right people out there, Sha. Thank you for the info. Thank you for your kind words. And thank you most of all for being on Health Refs. This should also be your first official appearance on Health Refs. So thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
All right, bye.
Have a nice day.
You too. Bye.